Okay, uh, rough war here, obviously. Finished up in a tie, 76-76. We had literally five chances along the way to win this one. So, um, right up there at top, Jurassic Mark at 54%, nearly got the town hall. He did get two in the second city. Reaver came in and got two in the third city. Fourth and fifth, only one star. Reaver ran drags against those. Usually very solid two-star. Got about 80% of the town hall in one. The other one was a moat city. Probably should not have run dragons at that. That was an actual, that was a mistake. Here, Ilkar, another one of our tens, went after the top nine, got two stars on it. This one, brutal here. Swan, 95%. So this is a city we've run into a number of times, and I'll go ahead and replay that. The only way we've beaten this city so far is with a TH10 with a full-on attack. Reaver or Swan here had his one of his heroes down, the Archer Queen, with the Queen up. I think he gets it. Put the Queen in there in the center. It takes out those two Teslas and the crossbow, and it's all over. I think he also had a bad spell drop here. And that's been a recurring problem too, where we're dropping spells outside because they aren't deselecting. So we expected trouble this week. We've got a number of folks with their dark spell factories upgrading here in the case of Swan. It's both a hero and a dark spell factory. That was one of my attacks. I just barely got two stars on that. Here's actually Ilkar did get three here on his second attack, so he was pressed for time in this war. He's usually pretty consistent with getting three stars versus TH9. I think if we'd have sent him after a lower city instead of going after the top nine, he might have got a couple of threes. But like I said, similar situation. He was in a long push like this. We're going to have these situations where real life events dominate, and he was just barely able to get both of his attacks in. We were glad to have gotten a three out of him on this one. So he didn't have a bad war at all. In fact, really, none of us had a bad war. We were massively outgunned on a TH basis here, and we really did play well. A couple of more out there so Justice at 92% there. There I was at 91% on that city, so that was a drag attack. First time I tried drags 4, got over 90%. Here, Chris did get 100% on this one, so you see just a huge number of 90+% attacks that a few slight tweaks on any one of those could have got us the win. Now, I said, I think a Dark Spell Factory up would have done it. Looks like Chris does not have his, but he was able to pull off the win. So as I said, this week we're attacking with a lot of people who are upgrading. And right now, our current war, we're up against a Swiss clan with 131 wins. So this is just looking to be a rough week. Next week will be the last week of this push, and we should have most people back at full strength. So I expect we'll be much stronger next week. I want to get down to a couple of... so here's Ayaki. Skipped over him last war, but here he is cleaning up a 8. So we had to have a lot of people drop down in this war to help clean up. That was part of the issue. Not only were we outgunned high, we were outgunned low. And that did have an effect on us at the 9 level. We just didn't have that many attacks available. Whenever you saw those attacks that were up in the 90% range, quite often that was the first attack on a city, so we didn't have the cleaners due to being outgunned. So typically we were getting one shot, and if we missed a one shot, we were in trouble. And so, yeah, Yaki did a nice job cleaning up this 8 with a ground attack. There's Chris again cleaning one up. And Blade came over from DC to watch a couple of Matt's attacks. So I think I'm going to finish up with both of Matt's attacks. So Matt does have his Dark Spell Factory up. That's helpful. And he typically does like to run some sort of a hog blend attack, which is what he's got going here. This is very similar to the attack Sanch used to run when he was with us. But we haven't seen Sanch in weeks, but he was very good with this Golem hog attack when he was active with us. So there you see Chris just blowing through the city, or excuse me, Matt. And let me see. Yep, and here's the next 8 he takes out. So these were both really pretty solid attacks. He's got 2 golems in this one. So this really is more of a go wipe attack with just a couple of hogs there as cleanup. And that's actually, well, he's actually bringing them in a little bit early, which is kind of surprising. The normal approach when you're running hogs with a go wipe is save the hogs till late and use them once the majority of the defenses are down and you've got like one last wall cell to get through. You bring the hogs in and clean that up. So you ran it a little bit differently here than what we would normally see, but obviously he's going to get the job done. Just a slightly different approach. So yeah, right now is about where I'd have let loose with the hogs on this one. I'd saved them early, but his way worked also. So there you have it. Okay, that's it for this war. Thanks.